Chrishelly and I will talk about the artificial intelligence or AI. First of all, what is AI? Now, AI refers to the imitation of human intelligence in computers that are designed to think and act like humans. You probably know that some companies use AI to answer the customers' basic questions, and one of the companies is AirAsia. AirAsia has launched its virtual customer service chatbot Ava on WhatsApp to respond to guests seeking support as a result of COVID-19. AI can process repetitive, complex, and focused tasks quickly. This will save the user's time as well as the human customer service. However, we have to bear in mind that although AI is programmed to mimic the cognitive functions of a human, such as learning and problem solving, it is still just a computer, which means it cannot really understand or learn like humans do. AI might not be able to answer all of the customers' questions and problems. AI like Ava uses text to communicate with the users. It is almost like the users are talking to the human customer service itself. Since Ava is programmed to assist the AirAsia customer, we can assume that their target users are of the legal age or 18 and above. The use of text is fine. However, if let's say there are customers who can't read, this might not be enough. So perhaps they can add audio as well. An example of AI that uses audio is Alexa. Looking at the graphic design point of view, Ava has its own human-look avatar. If we look at a glance, we might think that Ava is a real person. Again, this will make the users feel like, oh, she is real. Other than that, when chatting with Ava, there will be selections of categories that we will need to click. For me, they do seem clickable, and when we hover our mouse on the button, the color will change. I don't really have a complaint on the graphic design of an AI since most AI doesn't take form in graphic. As for interface design, as I mentioned earlier, Ava is programmed as a customer service to assist the customers. So we might already know that it will look like a messenger, a chat area. The use of colors for me is good because it uses contrast colors. White for the background, black text with gray background for Ava's chat, and white text with red background for our chat.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Noor Fazreen. Today I will talk about virtual reality gaming or VR gaming. So, what is VR gaming? Well, VR gaming is the term used to describe a new generation of computer games with VR technology that gives players a truly immersive first-person perspective of game action. It combines advanced multimedia technologies such as 3D visualization and sound effects through head-mounted display, HMD, and interactivity through haptic feedback devices such as haptic gloves. VR gaming lies behind the cognitive theory of presence, as discussed by Mel Slater in 2018. Presence is the magic of VR, where players feel that they are actually in the virtual world. It will cause the user to suspend disbelief and believe that they are in the virtual environment, reacting to stimuli as if they were in the real world. One of the popular VR games is Half-Life Alyx, introduced in year 2020. It is a VR first-person shooter developed and published by Valve. Set between the events of Half-Life in 1998 and Half-Life 2 in 2004, players control Alyx on a mission to seize a superweapon belonging to the alien known as Combine. Next, we will discuss more on the issues related to this game in terms of its communication, media choice, interface design, and graphic design. For communication, players will use VR equipment such as HMD to view the game interface and game controller such as haptic gloves to interact with the game system. However, with the use of HMD, players will feel dizzy, disorientation, and this is the negative effects of VR. Researchers are still finding the solutions to overcome this problem. As for media choice, this game uses 3D objects, text-based and audio-visual cues, music and sound effects, and also 3D animations. All of these elements will enhance the immersiveness and presence during the gameplay. Alec's visual or graphic designs are clearly impressive, and the game environment built around gorgeous, realistic-based materials. This game is defined by its interactivity, achieved by the use of gravity gloves. Thus, the interfaces are designed as simple as possible to ensure that users are able to interact smoothly with the system. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Khadijah, and today I'll be talking about iQIYI, an online video streaming platform which was founded by Baidu in 2010. So what is this online video service? So it is a video streaming platform where users can choose to watch a video and it plays automatically. It is an alternative to downloading the whole video as it loads parts at a time. What are the things that can affect the streaming service? First, on the server side, it would be the network latency and the network congestion. So if there's too many people accessing the service at the same time, it would lead to congestion. So your video might not play, your video might stutter, and your video might be buffering. And on the user side, there are problems probably with the user's internet service or with the device or with the bandwidth. So that is some of the factors that can affect the streaming service. Let's understand a bit about the motivation to use online streaming service. This was a study done by Mark Anthony Camilleri and Loredana Falzon published in the Spanish Journal of Marketing ESIC, where they used the technology acceptance model and the users and gratification theory to understand what motivates users to choose and use online streaming service. So based on the technology acceptance model, they found that the reason why the users choose to use an online streaming service is because of the usefulness and the ease of use of the application. And based on the users and gratification theory, they found that users use these streaming services to get emotional gratification and satisfy their need for information and entertainment. Alright, let's talk about communication. So the application has the use of subtitles, and you can actually choose your language. For me, the application allows me to choose between Malay, English, and simplified Chinese. So I can choose any one of these, and the application's interface will change according to my needs. Media choice. So for video streaming app, the most important media would be the video, which the application has. So what accompanies the video? Of course, the audio, and then subtitles, text underneath the audio. And because it is time-based, so the text has to change with the video. So it has to be synchronized with video. For the graphic design, they have the use of postures as the thumbnails, and also they have the use of gray text as the titles. Now, I have a complaint about that because gray on black actually blends together well, but you want the titles to be readable, so it would probably be better to have a more sharper contrast, like using white on black. That will make the titles pop better. For interface design, the issue is the lack of personalization. For example, when I go into the personalization for shows that I want to watch, I did not click on variety show. However, if you look at my For You page, the variety show section actually pops up, which should not happen because it is a suggested section for me. So I hope they improve on this and also allow users to customize more. So in conclusion, after looking at all those technologies, you can see that they have the underlying theories in developing these technologies However, there are some improvements that can be done in terms of communication, media choice, graphic design, and interface design in order to improve the usability and the usefulness of this application. With that, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.